Hey guys, Rambo here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new store bundle for Black Ops 7. It's a DOA bundle, so of course we gotta cover it, right? So what is it called? It's called DOA4 Papaback in Black. Oh my good lord, that's the name of the game! It's a reactive bundle and also part of the Zombies universe, which sounds important. So the bundle is 2,400 COD points, more or less the standard price for many of these higher tiered bundles. I still got my CODillionaire points from years ago, so I'm chilling, although it's gonna bring me below the 30k mark, which I'm not a big fan of. I guess we'll go through all the items in this bundle from left to right. So first off, we have a weapon blueprint for the assault rifle MXR-17 called Banana Frenzy. There's some nice DOA and arcade elements going on here, like the Papaback, press start, level up, bonus, and whatever the heck is going on over here, and it has some tracer bullets and death effects as well. This bundle also has an operator skin for what has been my favorite character to play so far, the Dempsey. Looks like he's cosplaying the DOA Soldier from the cutscenes, or as close as you could get to him without Dempsey running around the map shirtless. And look at that, you even got the red Rambo bandana. Any similarities are purely coincidental, folks, but there has always been a bit of a retro Rambo vibe with the Soldier going back to the DOA 2 days, with him firing his machine gun into the air like some maniac, as if he was Stallone in the second Rambo movie. Then also Akari Exit, a bonus area in DOA 3 and now in the 4th installment as well. The name of the area is a reference to an old school video game called Akari Warriors, which features some Rambo lookalikes, and even the name Akari itself is a Japanese term which roughly translates to Fury, with that word supposedly being used in the Japanese title of the second Rambo movie as well. But yeah, this no sweat skin is pretty cool, so I'll definitely be rocking it. We also have another weapon blueprint for the Kogot 7 called Punch Drunk. Give them a punch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or maybe even 7 times. Oh, I think I read that wrong. So I know the Papaback has his boxing gloves on here, but is it because the weapon starts with the letters KO, like he's knocking them out? I don't know. You got some bananas over here. It's not a bad blueprint, but I always think back to the blueprints from the DOA bundle in Cold War, and that one had a nice celebration of different assets from DOA 1 and 2, and this one is just not all that interesting compared to it, but it's still alright. And we have a third weapon blueprint for the ray gun, and this one is good as well, if only because the ray gun is obviously central to zombies and has been in every DOA game as well. So it makes complete sense to have something like it in the bundle, even if you can't use the blueprint in DOA. There's other ray gun blueprints in the game already, which I think are more unique, like the snow globe one is pretty damn cool. But this one has a nice little picture of Fidolina from the DOA4 cutscene taped onto the weapon. You got some text over here that says time to punch. There seems to be a theme going on here, and it mostly maintains the traditional look of the ray gun as well, with red being one of the primary colors. So it's a nice little blueprint called Dead Popper. Just like balloons or bubbles, pop. The only balloons or bubbles I know in DOA are text bubbles, but moving on to Kickin Chicken, an emote with a description of get yourself armed and dangerous. It is time to put the Papaback on his back for good. I thought that was the Mamaback's job, but it's a fun emote. The soldier pulls out the chicken companion, kind of gives it a little smooch on the neck, and the chicken starts going rogue and firing bullets as it would on DOA. Just hopefully no friendly fire from the chicken. There's a reticle called Bonus Power. I wouldn't mind using it per se, but the reticle in the DOA bundle from Black Ops 6 was actually DOA themed with the ladle. And as I was saying in that video for certain items, this particular Bonus Power reticle does not scream DOA to me. But what does scream DOA is this calling card, Aping Out, which is an animated card and features the Papaback shooting a ray gun. This shot is kind of new, but not really. Essentially, most of the assets are from the intro cutscene here. They just kind of moved the Papaback around a bit and added some animation to the ray gun being fired. While it does look nicer than, let's say, some of the other DOA calling cards, for me, the calling cards are more about what they represent rather than what they look like, for the most part. I'd rather rock this static calling card of the Papaback, which is awarded for defeating him on hardcore, rather than using this animated calling card of the Papaback, which you get simply for spending COD points, which most anyone can do. As a little side note, a lot of players have mentioned to me in the past few weeks that they were disappointed with the calling cards, or lack thereof, for DOA 4. Whether it was the absence of calling card sets that DOA 3 had, which if you had completed those you would unlock 2 different animated calling cards. People also were initially raising an issue thinking that there were no Dark Ops challenges for DOA 4. Now of course we know that there are 2 Dark Ops challenges, including one that hasn't been revealed yet, but seemingly neither of them are animated. And they're also just screenshots from the cutscene as well. rather than newly created artwork specifically for the Dark Ops, which is something we had seen in Cold War, with those two cards having a bit of aura to them, right? So there are some small details that are a bit unusual, where the calling cards kind of take a step back from the previous game, or some other details like the font for the game title being identical to the one used in DOA3, rather than having its own identity like the previous games. The trophy names, again, not a deal breaker by any means, but the trophy descriptions and names are the same as DOA3, which apart from being a bit odd, is also inconvenient for players seeking out information about the game, as you might do a search on, let's say, Reunited with Fidolina, and you end up with varying results from two different games. Anyways, we have a loading screen called Coming For You. This is just the DOA Soldier skin holding the Banana Frenzy blueprint. Nothing crazy here. Let's just count the fingers real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everything looks good here. Moving on. We finally have a Gabagool near-death experience. A lot of people were hyping up this Gobblegum before release for DOA, saying it was going to be hella overpowered, yada yada, but I don't see people running it too often. It does have restrictions like not being able to use inside of bonus rooms. Obviously would be a bit cheesy to get a kaboom room with this gum, but I suppose the inclusion of this gum in the bundle is a little red cherry on top for those considering purchasing it, and certainly better than this legendary gum that was included in the BO6 bundle. But yeah, that's the DOA4 Papaback in Black bundle. As always with these DOA bundles, I think there's room for improvement with some of the items, but as a total package, I am a fan of the bundle. Highlights being the cool but grounded Dempsey operator skin, 3 different DOA themed weapon blueprints, including one for the ray gun, a funny emo, and also the only animated calling card for DOA so far. Whether you think it's worth it is entirely up to you, but as a fan of DOA, this is a no-brainer purchase for me. But let me know what you guys think of the bundle in the comment section below. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you guys around.